Redemption. Redemption. Big buzzword in the miraculous fandom. The one word the fandom loves misusing to the max and having a whole field day with. It's like a trigger word for them. But today I'll talk about the characters I think need to redeem themselves next season. You know, like the ones that tried to be kinda good and people thought got redeemed but didn't? Or the ones who used to be bad but did the bare minimum and people started calling that their redemption arc? Because like I said in last week's video, this fandom just can't look up the term redemption arc in the damn dictionary or literally anywhere. Now let's get into these characters. Sabina is first. So, I can't tell you how many times I've seen people refer to her teaming up with Marinette in confrontation to expose Lila as her redemption arc. Like, did we watch the same episode? How the fuck does this make up for all the damage she's caused to Marinette alongside Chloe for years? Is the redemption in the room with us? Be for real. Now for her to actually have a successful decent redemption arc and be at least a little likable, she should apologize to her victims accordingly. Because don't let this cute ginger bob fool you, she's the Gretchen Wieners to Chloe's Regina and you know it. Call her the Krusty Krab the way she keeps a bob on shift. Like, apologize to Marinette for making her nearly drown in that pool, miss bitch, and then we'll talk. Don't think a silly two-way mirror is gonna get you out of this. Nathalie. Oh, I know her stans won't like this, but it has to be said. She didn't get no redemption, and I know she couldn't do shit because she was dying from season 4 onwards. But like, how the fuck was evolution of all things this guy has done the last straw for her? Don't piss me off. This hoe has been complicit of Gabriel's abuse of Adrian and has done nothing this whole time, and y'all wanna call her mother? Don't piss me off. She did a 180 the second she realized her Gabby wouldn't do shit to help her when she sacrificed her fucking life to help him and his delusions come to life. And her delusions too. Like, no, you are not the mother figure you think you are, miss bitch. And we didn't forget about you murdering baby Centibug like she wasn't worth shit. Like, kill yourself. Ho. Anyways, if they're planning to make her Adrian's mother figure that we're supposed to like maybe redeem her properly, I don't know. Y'all better not put her on the side and actually give us her POV and how she feels after the wish. What she knows and what she doesn't, and her regrets consuming her for real. Like, show us you guilty you feel, bitch. Because if that was me, I would kill myself. Felix. One of the most controversial miraculous characters, like she been making people mad left and right. And rightfully so. Now, I ranted about the misuse of the phrase redemption arc to refer to plain character development in last week's video, but I'll have to repeat myself a bit, I fear. Because like I said, he didn't get no redemption, and anyone who says he was redeemed just because he was in the hero team function at the end of the season 5 finale is delusional. Like, being there does not mean they've all happily accepted him and there's no problem, be for real. For all we know, the second Ladybug was out of sight. They could have pinned him down and beat the fuck out of him, but maybe that's just me. Now, to actually redeem himself, they need to make him apologize on camera for everything he's done. From the SA attempt on Ladybug, to the miraculous trade, even if he's not sorry for that for obvious reasons. To not revealing who Monarch is when he could have easily done that and still can. Notice how I didn't mention the Adrian Friends video and the Red Moon incident y'all love to call genocide? We can debunk each one of those crimes separately, but that's for its own video. I think the worst ones he's done that he needs to apologize for to actually grow and be on good terms with the people involved are the first ones I mentioned. Who gives a fuck about the Red Moon incident? Let that shit rest. No one was harmed at the end of the day, clock that T. And he already apologized for the video from his debut. If he apologizes to Marinette for that kiss attempt that came out of nowhere and the miraculous trade, maybe then society will heal. And that's if the writers get a fucking backbone and deal with the monster they've created called touching on sensitive topics that affect real-life people that shouldn't be treated so half-assed. If they bring it up again and actually have him apologize, that's all I need. And by making him learn and grow from those crimes and give him a whole new mindset on non-senti people, and that maybe not everyone is trash and that he can have relationships with people who aren't sentis. Let's say Ladybug. You get a proper redemption arc. If he's actively helping find the butterfly miraculous and coming up with plans to help the team and actually contribute and doesn't become yet another decoration side character seen once every season, I will die happy. And that's if they want to give him a full-blown redemption arc. If they go along with that, then yes, you can say he had a redemption arc. Reminder that if he apologizes only for the SA, which in my opinion is what they should get out of the way first, and it's been far too long, it still doesn't count as a redemption arc because he needs to do more than that. Next we got Kim. Oh, the dreaded random ass plot twist of this guy being the entire reason for Marinette's psychotic possessive behavior when it comes to Adrian was a crazy writing decision. You can't tell me the writers weren't smoking crack writing this. I know that studio was smelling like snow and not the snow that's on the ground during the winter. It's like they put all the guys in Marinette's class in one of those spin the wheels or a random pick generator website and it landed on Kim, so they made her like Kim. Didn't even try to be consistent? Like, at least make it a dude who we know she got beef with already? Anyways, enough about derision, because if I start I will not shut up, you already know. His apology at the end of derision though? Half-assed as hell, in the way his little girlfriend stayed with him after that shit and praised him for the bare minimum is crazy. Like nobody should be dating a guy with views like that. That's crazy. Baby, get away from him. That's a red flag with legs. And it's even crazier when you remember this guy got 2 daddies? Like, who raised you? I know your gay parents didn't teach you that shit, be for real. And don't let any bitch on Reddit tell you they hated this guy's redemption because he didn't get that shit. Not even development. I don't know what the hell he got. You can just tell how much they didn't give a fuck about fleshing out Marinette's backstory or his involvement in it or his humor evolution. I hate when they do this monster of the day suddenly changes mind type of development because it never works and it's really not convincing at all. What they should do with him, if they don't want us to keep screaming how half-assed derision was, they need to bring this up again and actually show him changing gradually though the episodes. I know that's asking for too much since he's a 1-second screen time homosexual supporting cast character, but let us dream. Alya, you might be wondering what the hell she's doing on this list, but let me explain. We were so close yet so far. Like, I still don't get why they removed the 2-second clip of her apologizing to Marinette after Lila got exposed. Such an important cathartic moment and they just took it out? Don't piss me off, bitch. Y'all will pay for this. Because canonically she still hasn't apologized to Marinette for not being on her side during the whole Lila fiasco. Like, that's your best friend and you wanna hop on this random girl's dick like your best friend doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck how shallow she thought Marinette disliking Lila at first was. The second Lila threatened her in the bathroom, their beef went way beyond silly boy drama. This bitch is currently planning Marinette's murder as we speak and cutting out her head from pics that she got of her. Like, Lila canonically stalks her. That's crazy. Anyways, back to Alya. It's not entirely her fault because Marinette never tried to approach her whenever they were alone together and talk about how Lila threatened her, so Alya will understand how deep this goes and that it has nothing to do with Adrian anymore. And you might say, yeah, because Alya wouldn't believe her anyway. And well, yes, maybe that would have happened knowing the character's brain cells reduced to 0 whenever Lila opens her mouth around them. I think it just boils down to lack of communication between Alya and Marinette, and that's where the whole misunderstanding with Lila came from. Because Marinette could have easily gotten Alya to stop gassing up Lila if she told her about the threats to turn all her friend against her just because she's the only one not falling for her lies. But again, that is if the writing allowed Alya to have her own free will in Lila episodes. The only way they can fix this now is by giving us the long-awaited apology that we should have gotten in confrontation but didn't. And not only that, Marinette needs to sit her down and explain everything that went down between her and Lila. Because what the fuck do you mean they're best friends but can't talk this out? That's crazy. Like, they were having sleepovers every damn day for the first half of season 5 and they never happened to talk about Lila? Do not start. Alya, wake up. Bustier, I really don't get how this woman is supposed to be a role model for the kids in the show. And not only this, the fandom been dick riding her since day one and I never understood why. Like, what has she done for them other than be a terrible example and not do shit about them getting bullied? But oh Dan, no one in that school could do anything because Chloe was threatening them with money. Yet I really don't give a fuck. You either do what you stand for and help your community or you don't. And she didn't. So fuck her and her, just suck it up and be a good example, because standing up for yourself is stopping lower than the bully mentality that she's specifically fed Marinette. And that's why I don't fuck with her being the new mayor. I've ranted about this in other videos too, and I think the only reason they made her the new mayor out of thin dust is because they wanted to completely erase Chloe's family, and that includes someone replacing Andre as the mayor. Like, they could have chosen literally anyone, but they chose this hoe. Even a new character as the mayor would be better, anyone but this ginger. Now, moving forward in season 6, the least she could do is own up to her mistakes and the fact that she put money over morals and let her students suffer for years and pay for it. Like, you're a grown-ass woman, get a grip. I don't think her apology to Marinette in confrontation was enough, because that was only for not believing her over Lila. She got years of allowing her to suffer to apologize for. If someone bullies you, talk to your teachers. Meanwhile, the teachers don't give a fuck. If she got any involvement in this new school she's working on at the end of season 5, she better prove she's not a bully enabler like she's been the past 5 seasons. Thank you, Damocles. If I understood correctly, this guy will be the principal at the kids' new school too. Didn't he lose his job? Anyways, I don't know how anyone allowed him to keep his license based on his track record at Francois Dupont. Another sheep that puts money over morals. And he's just an unlikable ass man-child who pretends to be an owl superhero for some reason. Like, okay, comedic relief, but he's still a piece of shit. Don't let anyone make you forget about all the times he's suspended students for shit they didn't even do. Most of them, or I wanna say all of them, being POC students? That's crazy. Like, is that on purpose? First Alya, then Soqueline, then Marinette multiple times, mind you. Suspending her at the Eiffel Tower just because he can is crazy. Like he's a shit principal. If I was in that damn school I would have killed his ass. I'm not even sure if they can redeem him. Like, maybe take Principal 101 classes so you can actually learn how to do your damn job. Last we got Andre the ice cream man. This man is beyond saving. I don't know how he can redeem himself, but I'll just say this. Every single time he shows up he gets mad because his doesn't like the ship that wants his ice cream. If that was me I'd be avoiding this guy like the plague. Out of all the ice cream places in Paris, y'all really choosing this fraud? Be serious. Like, this guy needs an actual job, a damn hobby, anything. He has no life, so he's so busy being in others' business it's embarrassing for him. Others being literal children. Like, tell me one reason you're this invested in children's love lives and get mad enough to get akumatized when you don't ship your customers? And mind you, he said before that his ice cream doesn't have to be shared between lovers. And then in Glaciator 3, sorry I meant elation, he said, and I quote, "I make sweethearts ice cream, not jokers and good friends ice cream." Like, do not piss me off, you fucking jobless cunt. It's actually funny how overlooked his hypocrisy is. Like, this is the true villain of Miraculous actually. Him manipulating his customers and refusing to serve them because he doesn't ship them is fucking psychotic. And Chloe literally confirmed he doesn't have a permit, so his ice cream isn't even checked? Like, do we know it's safe to eat? His man-child hobby that he calls a job is literally illegal and against safety laws. And in every single episode that he gets akumatized in afterwards he's like, okay, yeah, you guys are right, I shouldn't get this mad because the children I want to see date aren't dating. Like, fuck you, bitch. And the next time he gets akumatized it's the same story all over again and he never learns. The way he always blames Marinette and at the end they brush this off like it's nothing. He got a death wish for this little girl. If I were her I'd ask for a restraining order. This man is dangerous for society and y'all can't tell me otherwise. Acting like a stan Twitter user when their fabs are dating someone they don't like at your grown age? Go to hell. I doubt they'll ever think about going further to actually redeem him, and not a simple "yeah, I shouldn't have gotten this mad over some kid's love life that have nothing to do with me" that we're supposed to see as development. Is the development in the room with us? I don't know how he can redeem himself, but he has to find a way because no couple in France will be safe. That's all for today, thanks for watching. I would have added Andre Clo's prick father in this list too, but I really don't give a fuck.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry, what have I done? I'm so sorry!
I can't feel my
Oh
kid.
crap, the tigers seem like to be, you guys. I have bad nerves, I'm so sorry. Feel better, okay?